Wake up, I'm ready to go, yeah. Feeling so good in control, yeah. Think of the places I could be, so I give up and watch TV. I think I'm going crazy, pacing around my room. Tell me that it gets better, being alone together. The world is upside down and I'm turning inside out. Tell me that it gets better, being alone together.
Today I'm going to be doing a whole lot of home improvement type stuff because I don't know if our home feels very dark. When we moved in here, we didn't really do all that much to it, and it came with these really dark cream colored walls. And to me, I think it sucks up a lot of the light that comes into the house. I noticed that in a previous episode of the vlog, when I changed the blinds out for curtains, it let in so much more light. I can only imagine what's going to happen when I paint the walls a brighter shade of white. So I will be taking down the blinds from the living room. They cut off a lot of the light that's coming into the room. It's 2021. I might as well refresh the set as much as I can. Let's get started. Spring is the perfect time to bring in some new energy.
Whoa.
Yay.
Yeah.
Let there be light.
Yay.
The weather starts warming up, we get longer days, and I get super motivated to do all the things. I kept putting off fixing up our space for the longest time, mainly because I'm cheap and hate spending money, but being stuck in quarantine still made me realize what a mistake that was. Whether we spend a lot or a little amount of time in our homes, every bit of it affects our overall well-being. Sometimes our lives can get so busy that we neglect our surroundings, so time to open up the windows, wipe down that layer of dust covering, well, everything, and maybe give those things we love a new coat of paint. Once the blinds came down, I thought the windows looked great bare, but I still wanted some semblance of privacy, so I put up some floor-length sheer curtains to keep the light, airy vibe.
Welcome to the Vitsa Show, where you have made a huge mistake once again. How's everybody doing? It's been a while. I've accrued so many things that I bought, so many things that I have sold. So many things. I got really nice speakers. I got this MPC thing that makes music. eBay has been my best friend. Today we have a very special assignment. Today we are going to take some sounds from this really old Casio keyboard and make a song with it. You know, how hard can it be? How hard can it be? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sample sounds from this vintage instrument into the sampler. Let's see what kind of craziness we can come up with to get to this. I'm gonna take it soul. It's like we're in like an 8-bit castle or something, man. Where are you, princess? I will save you! Where are you, princess? I want to make love to you. Okay, here we go. What other sounds can we layer on top of this? Let's see. I stole its soul.
Keeping with the theme of renewal, one of my goals this year is to create a large amount of original work, and so far, I'm pretty successful chipping away at it whenever I can between filming YouTube videos. I'm having a lot of fun painting up some of the sketches I've done in my sketchbook over the past few months, and turning them into digital pieces. Back when I was sketching out this drawing, I was thinking a lot about growth. I thought about what my plans are for the next few years and how every little action I take now will compound and help me get to where I want to be. I always have to remind myself it's about being patient and consistently putting in the time so that little by little you improve just 1% every day. Maybe 1% doesn't seem like a lot to most people. In fact, lots of people don't believe that's all I really strive for, since I come across like such an overachiever. But that's actually how I manage to keep going, even when others quit. It's a lot harder to function when you have huge goals and high expectations for yourself. Some days you might not see any progress, and sometimes you might even feel stuck in the same place for a while. When I'm going through it, I focus on the mileage and not the end result. I take pride in the sheer amount of work I've done by doing things like flipping through a giant stack of papers filled with bad figure drawings. It's easy to feel like you haven't grown at all if you don't have any way to measure how far you've come. So I've designed a system to help me see my invisible 1% a day progress. Things like income report videos were meant to be helpful for others and ended up being 1,000 times more helpful for myself. It's satisfying filling up sketchbooks and hard drives full of content and ideas. All these things and more are reminders that my progress bar is filling up little by little.
Let's make a bass sound. Let's use this one. Let's see what other sounds we have in this machine. This is the song we made together. Me, you. We did it together. Here's how it goes. With all this new springtime confidence and motivation, I then focus on how to keep growing. I get bored easily, and sometimes the amount of repetition it takes to get good at something can really wear me down. So with everything I do, I always try to learn at least one new skill every time I sit down to complete a project. These digital pieces, for example, ended up being the perfect opportunity for me to learn how to create NFTs, and by doing so, it's gotten me excited to create and to learn. I'm learning how to really take advantage of the digital medium by adding music and thinking up creative ways to add motion. But it's definitely a give and take. I fluctuate from hating everything I do to being overly motivated practically on a daily basis. Again, I have to remind myself to be patient. It'll all pay off in the end. Hopefully. that is all for the Vincent Show. Thank you for joining me and allowing me to waste your time. Until next time.
The last 10% of finishing anything is always the most difficult and most satisfying. Slap on some highlights and some textures and call it a day. Here's the finished piece. I will be turning this piece into an NFT dropping on Foundation soon. Linked down below to follow me there. It will also be available as a print in my online store. And here is the end result of the living room. The space is now filled with a lot more light throughout the day. My favorite spot is my beat making station right next to the window. Early in the morning, the light filters in and creates beautiful patterns on the wall. Before, the shadows looked muddy and brown, and now they're a lovely shade of blue. It's no longer cramped and stuffy. Now, I can't wait to spend a lot more time in this space, filming and enjoying life.